Um, Berlin was absolutely amazing. I pretty much expected that it was going to be career changing and life changing and just throw me a whole different perspective of my sport, and that's exactly what it did. It was really fun for me to be in that atmosphere and to just, like I said, it gave me a different perspective of our sport and where you can take it beyond college. And at the same time, it made me appreciate college more, I think. And I'm really happy to be back home and to be able to have another season, another year with teammates and the collegiate system. So.
How much of an eye-opening experience was that for you as far as how the difference for the world's greatest athlete?
It was pretty neat. It was definitely like no other track meet I had ever been to, and it was fun to see the top up close and personal. I've watched meets like that on TV, but it's completely different when you're there. And especially since the venue was what it was, with all the history of Jesse Owens and 1936 Olympics and everything that took place there, that added definitely to it and gave it just a really special feel. So it was really fun.
How much of a top experience was that for you?
It was.
Your athletes there.
Yeah, it was actually pretty, as Bridget said, it was pretty amazing. I've been to a bunch of the World Championships, but this was by far the best one that I've experienced, and that I think was a little bit of the element of it being Berlin, being an Olympic stadium, has, it's just a higher level track meet. The Germans were outstanding hosts and had an exciting team to watch, and so the crowd was very engaging. But mostly for Bridget and for Alicia Barber to be there as current student athletes. They're our first athletes in history at Penn State to be on a World Championship team and have eligibility remaining. And so to see the program, I was saying this to our staff earlier today, we had 2 alums competing, Toya and Augustus, who was a hurdler a few years back, and Shakima Walker, who was a triple jumper a few years before her. But really in a 10-year span, we had 4 Penn State athletes competing at the World Championships, and that just is a testimony to the program and where it is and what it's capable of. And it was very inspiring to see them decked out in their next level of gear, and really the composure that both Bridget and Alicia demonstrated under that experience was that surprised me probably more than anything. Just the level of composure and the ability to really embrace the competition and get after it.
I'm excited to be back, but I'm definitely taking my break for all it's worth.
Yeah, she's got a little bit more time before we start back up.
Are you excited about hosting the Big Ten cross-country championships?
Yes.
And in the winter, indoor track championships.
Yeah. Yes. Very much so. I mean, the cross-country championships, it's been my very first year here at Penn State. We hosted the Big Ten championships, and at that time, on the women's side, we didn't have a very strong program. This year, we definitely have 2 strong programs going to toe the line. But we have and you just had the golf team in here, we have a great cross-country course. The golf course is a great cross-country course as well. And to be able to showcase our sport at home in front of our people, in a sport that's just true grit, there's really nothing else that is like cross country, and so to be able to demonstrate that and showcase it here at home, it's going to be very, very exciting for us.
And the date of that is?
November 1st. It's a Sunday. The Big Ten runs the championship on a Sunday. Yeah.
Just talk about the team quick this year. You lost 7 seniors from the men's team last year. How are you looking to replace that leadership, and who are you looking to step up?
I can jump it, and then I'll let Kyle talk about it a little bit too. But I think it was a tremendous team last year. Our guys had really come into their own. We had a great combination of youth and experienced athletes. Kyle Dawson as a redshirt freshman and Vince McNally as a true freshman came in and really led the team as our 1-2 punch. But we filled out with these guys that ran a lot on heart and desire and just determination to take it to where we got it. And you can't really replace that. You have to regrow it a little bit. So we did a great job recruiting. Coach Gondak did a great job recruiting. We have a lot of incoming, or well, they're already here, I guess.
I think that, well, we lost a good chunk, like the men's team, of solid runners, but we also gained a solid group of incoming freshmen and transfers. So I think that, and we also have a lot of girls from our front pack back again this year. So we're really looking to make a big impact in the conference meet at home, and then to definitely try to make it into nationals this year, which is going to take us doing well at some of the meets early on so that we can get some points, but also running big at the regional championships too. So.
Other than the Big Ten championships, or any meets that you are specifically looking forward to?
Yeah, we have a couple. We're looking forward to going to the Notre Dame Invitational, which is on the 2nd of October, and it's a Friday meet over in South Bend. That is traditionally a very strong weekend and a very strong competition for a lot of interregional people coming in from all across the U.S. So that will be an opportunity, our first opportunity to really hit it pretty hard and fast and furious, so to speak. We then 2 weeks later have our home meet, the National Invite, which is shaping up to be a great invitational this year, and will be a primer for the Big Ten Championships, which is 2 weeks later. So really the month of October we'll hit the two meets, and then November 1st being the Big Ten Championship. So those 3 weekends are our big setup for what we need to get into the regional and then into the national championship.
And just they both talked about their teams. How do you feel about the teams heading into the season?
I'm looking forward to it. I really, Bridget and I just got back, but this is a really nice time to be walking into cross country season. Our athletes are very fit, they're very healthy, they've had a tremendous summer of training and preparation, but I think we really got over a lot of barriers a year ago, and in different facets. Our men's program, like Kyle was saying, really came together in a senior laden group to take advantage of their last opportunity and get over the hump and get back to nationals and make a statement that this is Penn State cross country. We start fresh with a lot of young new guys that success is they tasted it. It's right there. It's not a long time ago. It's here. We just did it. We got to continue it. We've got to make it happen. On the women, they came up short. They got burned a bit, and they're not happy. And it's nice to have a team that's not satisfied, and can't take things for granted, or can't toe the line without the confidence of this is our year, this is our time. We've got a nice mix on the women's side, from some upperclassmen to some very talented, freshmen and sophomores. So I think the women have a good attitude of, hey, for us to do it, it's going to take us doing it. It's not going to happen for us, and they're primed and ready for that, and the guys are as well. So it's really nice. It's a nice combination of the two programs and where they're at. You guys want to add anything? Want to talk a little bit about what it means to have the Big Ten, like senior on your senior course, and hosting at home, coming as the #1 youth returner?
I guess it's gonna be fun. I mean, indoors last year was a great time. It was really exciting to run on our own track where we practice every day, and have all the alumni back, and just have a huge fan base. So no matter what you do, you walk out on the track and there's everyone cheering just for you. So being at home, our own cross country course will have a huge fan base again, and just it's going to be nice to be able to represent Penn State on our home course and improve upon what we did last year, because we made a huge step at Big Tens, coming from a few years down at the very bottom to a 4th place finish, just behind 3 top 15 teams in NCAAs. So hopefully to be able to move forward from that and do even better on our home course would be amazing.
Will the course be set up any different for just the same old course?
Same old course. Yeah, it'll be faster, but same old course. Hopefully no snow.
I'll say the past couple years, the Big Ten for women has been pretty tight between a few teams, and we've unfortunately hit the bottom of the group that has scored very close to the same amount of points. But I think that being at home and, like Kyle said, having the fan base is really going to be what it takes for us to get over that little hump and score a little bit better and like establish a dominance there. So we're excited about that. It's exciting to have the kind of team that we have and be in the position that we're in this year when the championships are at home.
All right. Good. Thank you.